What's going on YouTube? OCD for EDC here, and what I've got for your face balls today, we've got a couple unboxings that we're going to do real quick and just talk about a few different things. But first, check us out on all the social medias and do the things. You can go to the website, ocdforedc.com, and pick up a Shaman CME, just like this one right here on this beautiful St. Nick Shaman. Or the standard CME that fits the Pair 3 and the PM2 and a whole bunch of other different models. And, all sorts of different variations. We got a bunch of new ones up, so go check those out on the website. As well as, a bunch of other different things. We're a Flytanium dealer, so we've got multiple different things from Flytanium on the website. We got thumb studs, and we got scales, and all kinds of stuff. So go check out the website, pick something up. We would greatly appreciate it. We're also giving away this knife, as well as a yet to be determined knife. This right here is the Artisan Arion, I think, if I remember right. This is the White Mountain exclusive. So this will be given away to a lucky winner that places an order on our website. So we're going to start doing monthly drawings. This first one is actually going to be a larger drawing because it spanned 2 months, because we started it kind of halfway through August. But this will go to one lucky winner. So someone that has placed an order between August 1st and August 31st. And then at the end of September, we're going to do the drawing. And there will be another knife of, similar value and whatnot. But yeah, those will be given away to some lucky winner. So super cool. Hopefully you guys are enjoying that. But what we got to check out today. So here recently, you guys will have noticed that I picked up a few different blades from MBK, or Monterey Bay Knives, Mr. Sanford Owen. And I have been super impressed with both of these knives. This here is the full-size Old Guard, or OG. It's a beautiful knife. This one is in the cross-cut carbon fiber, and it's going to get a facelift here very soon. Actually, both of these are. This here is the Slayback with ZDP 189 Sandmai blade. Very, very cool. Action on this thing is just on point. And yeah, just a cool little knife. The Slayback and the Old Guard both are fantastic. So hopefully that will hold true with what's in this box right here. So we're going to check that out in just a moment. But first, we've got another package. This one right here. This was sent to me by Lefty EDC. And this is actually for another guy. Let me use my trusty St. Nick's Mannix here with some custom scale work going on there. By the way, I'm going to ship this out to Stasa 23. I actually held off, just given the storms and everything that they have going on. I hope like hell that everything's okay down there. I saw a post the other day that they were without power and without phone service and that sort of thing. So, Nick, if you're able to watch, or if you're watching at all, man, I hope you guys are okay, you and your family. I didn't want to message him or bother him during all the madness that's going on down there, but I really hope that they are doing well. So for those, if for some reason you're not already subscribed to Stasa 23, go and check out his channel. Nick's a fantastic guy, and yeah, keep him and his family in your thoughts and prayers. And for anyone that's living in the path of that hurricane, that's pretty crazy. Definitely ended up being a lot worse than I expected, and yeah, so yeah, our thoughts and prayers go out to everyone that was affected by that. That's pretty gnarly. But anyway, let's get into this package here real quick. Let me cut this open. All right. Let's see what we're working with here. Okay, so we got some stickers. Now, this particular knife, Lefty did a knife sale here, I don't know, a week or two ago. And a guy that lives up in Canada. I actually have several knives that are being sent up to him and all that. Michael, by the way, all your stuff will ship out next week. But he bought this from Lefty and then had it sent to me because I already had a bunch of stuff that I was sending up to him. So, comes with this really nice slip. Yeah, and it says Pena X on the slip. So this is an X series Pena knife. I don't know. This is what I think this is the Lanny clip point. But so this is titanium with micarta inlays. The inlays sit just proud of the tie scales there. This is a slip joint made by Riot. And yeah, looks really nice. Interesting. Okay, so you got a satin finish on the back spring. Carries across onto the blade. Yeah, it's a nice looking knife. Seems like it's ground pretty well. Yeah, Lefty oiled the blade up there pretty good, but cool. So there we go. We got a Pena X series slip joint. And then we got this package right here. So let me get this thing opened up. And let's see what we're working with here. Okay, so another MBK pouch. That's it in the box. All right, so I already told you about those two, the Old Guard and the Slayback. But let's see what we've got in this pouch right here. So every MBK pouch that I've gotten, I don't remember which one was which, but one of them had orange embroidery on it, and the other one had blue, and this one here is black on black. You can't even see it when it's away from the camera, but very cool, all murdered out look. All right, so I think we got hardware in here. Yes, we do. We've got an MBK cleaning cloth, as well as a fairly decent set of hardware. Looks like we got a pivot screw. We got washers for the titanium, or for the bearings to ride on the titanium. They're single row, ceramic bearings, brass caged, and then we got body screws and a stop pin. So that's what we got there. And here is the knife. So this is a Peter Carey design, and they are calling this, and one of the main reasons that I bought it is because it's a liner lock, which is very cool. And you can see right in there, it says M390. Then it's got the Peter Carey logo there, Carey Designs. On this side, it has the MBK kind of monogram style. If you guys remember, it's been quite a while ago, but I had the Peter Carey designed MBK VLD, or very low drag. Yeah, I really enjoyed the design. I like the design a lot, but that knife had some pretty major quality issues. I'm not sure the manufacturer that made it, but so far, right out of the box, this one looks really, really nice. The clip, just kind of standard Peter Carey design there. It's got the three-way pivot, or little triangle style pivot. It's only tooled on one side. And then you've got, it's not really a gear pattern backspacer, but and the backspacer does sit proud of the scales, those peaks. All right, let's give it a flip here. Oh yeah. All right, so blade stock is pretty thick. You got this kind of cool looking swedge. You know, it gives it some nice aesthetics. But it's really good in hand. The titanium scales are contoured, if I can show that off. So they are, you know, crowned, which makes it really nice, nice to hang on to. It just feels really good in hand. And this thing, you've got kind of a half choil here where you're just kind of grabbing back on that flipper tab. But that definitely is functional. does not have a detent ramp, but action is really, really good. Yeah. Nice. Yep. So this thing flips extremely well. Let's see if we can fail it. No. Yep. Nope. Not failing this one. So pretty good sized knife. I think it's 3 3/4 inch blade. And the old guard, the full size old guard, is right in that same wheelhouse. Here is the slayback, which is a 3-inch blade. And then, just because we opened it here, we'll throw out the Pena X series as well. I don't know what the blade length is on the Pena. We'll just find out real quick. Move this into standard measurements. So 3 1/8, 3.125 on the Pena. Uh, 2.9 on the slayback. Uh, 3.457 on the old guard. So 3.5-inch blade, not 3 3/4. 3.5 as well. 3.47 on the turbo. I don't know if I said that already. Yeah, this one here, the Peter Carey design, this is called the Turbo. But really cool knife. I'm really digging it. I really like, titanium liner locks are just fantastic. And we'll get a weight on this guy real quick as well. I'm just kind of curious. Let's get these blades put away here before I end up sticking myself. I don't know if you guys can hear it in the background or not, but my 3D printer is running behind me. So if you hear some weird noises back there, that's what's going on. All right, so we've got 3 1/8 inch blade here on the Pena. Oh, that's in grams. Let's move that to ounces. 3.785 on the Pena X series. 3.5 inch blade on the old guard. Probably should have said it this way, huh? 3.821 on the slayback, right at 3 ounces. So 3.07. And then the turbo, 5.27. Man, that's heavier than I expected it to be. It doesn't feel that heavy. Just real quick here, I've got a Shaman. Yeah, it feels about the same, but I think the Shaman's less than that. 5.22. What was this again? 5.27. So it is a little bit, the Shaman is a little bit less, but yeah. So maybe this will be a decent size comparison, the Shaman and the Turbo. You can see here, the Shaman's a little longer in the handle, and overall blade length is a little longer, but you got more cutting edge with the Turbo because of this forward choil area here. Yeah, but the Turbo, definitely, a nice size knife, 3.5 inch. That's what I consider to just be like standard pocket knife size. I don't consider that to be a big knife, but I know some people do. I really like that size, but if you guys have watched my channel for any length of time, you know that I like, my 4-inch blade stuff as well. So there's the Tepe Design Hornet 2, one of my all-time favorite knives. Absolutely love the Hornet 2. It's, yeah, really, really good one. And we'll throw this old guard out there as well, so you kind of get an idea of just how big the Hornet 2 really is. But I love that knife. It carries extremely well. And like I said, this is a true 4-inch blade. And weight on this guy, it's impressively light. Yeah, right at 4 ounces. 4.08. So, yeah, very, very nice. Good on you, Sean. This thing's amazing. So, anyway, let's. We've already done edge test and stuff. The factory edge test on the old guard and the slayback, but I think it's only fitting that we find out what kind of edge we got here on the turbo. So let's get that involved. All right. Hopefully you guys can see that. There we go. All right, here is the Monterey Bay Peter Carey designed turbo in M390. Here we go. All right, 145. Definitely a good result there. And just for giggles, because I've got one loaded up here, we'll check out the Pena X series as well. I have no idea if this is a factory edge or not. Doesn't look like it's really been used at all. I mean, it looks like a very, very new knife, but let's give her a go. So if it's bad, like I said, this is a used knife, although it doesn't really show anywhere. Here we go. $180 on the Pena X series. So like I said, I think this is called the Lanny's clip point. Not 100% sure. I didn't buy it. I'm just acting as courier, if you will. But yeah, the turbo, definitely a cool one. This thing's just begging to be modded and have a little work done. It's definitely a cool looking knife. I dig the swedge. It's just yeah, it's just a good looking piece all the way around, and very comfortable in hand. It makes it feel like a little bigger than the 3.5-inch blade. I think just because you're holding back on it, but it's packaged really well. We don't have, where'd my calipers go? I don't know what the overall length is on this handle, but you got good blade length to handle ratio here. So 4.5-inch handle essentially, and yeah, it's just packaged really well. You can see the tip of the blade comes right out to the very end of the knife there, and for its size, definitely a nice knife and feels good in hand. It is a little bit heavy on the scale, but it doesn't feel bad in hand. It feels like what you would expect for a full titanium knife of this size. It feels adequate. Yeah, I'm digging it. I like it. So here recently, MBK just knocking it out of the park. Fantastic action, great designs. So and they had the EZC. I think it was the EZC. Maybe I can't remember. The 1.5 that was offered in multiple different forms of micarta, and it was a really good deal at like $140 for M390 and micarta. Really nice knife, and here recently, the slayback, the turbo, and the old guard or the OG. All three fantastic knives that I've really enjoyed, and like I said, they're all going to get a facelift. Really, really cool knives, and I just think it's fantastic that these guys are, they've stepped up the quality, which is great. The action is fantastic. The designs are good. Just all the way around, and they're bringing decent value. This knife right here, I think these sold at right at $200. For a titanium liner lock ZDP 189 on ceramic bearings, Laconico design. Yes, they're made overseas, but you're supporting, Monterey Bay Knives is an American company. Ray Laconico, he is an American knife designer, and so yes, these were manufactured overseas along with this one, you know, but you're still supporting multiple different businesses here in the States. So I don't have a problem with it. And I know some do, and to each their own. But for $200, this is a really fantastic knife. I think the old guard in the crosscut carbon fiber, I want to say that was like 220 maybe. And I think this was right at 200 as well. So, for what you're getting, they're really well done and cool designs. And like I said, I'm really pleased to see them step it up in the quality, fit, and finish department. That VLD, I really liked that knife a lot. It just had a lot of fit and finish and quality issues. It was just unfinished, which was a bummer. But I went ahead and just fixed everything myself. So that was my choice, and like I said, I really liked the design. I thought it was really cool, and after doing the work to it, it ended up being fantastic. But the handle is very, very similar here on the Turbo. A very, very similar, Peter Carey design aesthetic, if you will. This thing would benefit greatly from a detent ramp. Just when the flipper tab hits your thumb right there, you're just not quite on the blade yet. Or at least with my thumb. If you had a smaller thumb, if I get down a little more, then yeah, that works out. So yeah, really, really cool. So thanks, Sanford, for sending, I'm super pumped that all three of these have been just fantastic examples. And, I just paid for these. He didn't send them to me or anything like that. I don't even know if he knows who I am or anything. So, I just went on the website and ordered them just like anybody else would. So I don't feel like I'm getting any sort of special treatment or anything. So hopefully your guys' experience will be the same. I know Kevin over at Lefty EDC, he did have an issue with the slayback that he bought. But Sanford took care of him immediately. He called him up, and I don't remember exactly what the issues were, but I know that Sanford took care of it, which is awesome to hear. So anyway, guys, hopefully you enjoyed that. Yeah, go check out the website. Email me if you got any questions. If you're looking for any scales or whatever, we're still waiting on the Tucson order to show up. Hopefully that's going to be very soon. Shipping issues are a problem right now. I'm still waiting on multiple boxes to show up that just seem to be going in circles. If you look at the tracking, it's pretty ridiculous, and I don't understand what's happening, but it is what it is. So we're just going to have to deal with it. And hashtag first world problems, right? So anyway, guys, thank you so much. Hopefully you have a great weekend. We'll see you later.